What is up, everybody? It is Jay here, and today I want to talk about hate comments. Over a mugshot. I recently discovered that you can buy these things at the shop called mugshots, and they're like these sachets of pasta and like powdered sauce that you put into a mug, and you put them in hot water, and in 5 minutes you have pasta. And I thought that in the same way that Obese to Beast does like his morning oats videos, and that Ashley Mardell does their beer and a chat videos, I'm gonna eat a mugshot while I talk about hate comments because I am unoriginal and I have a lot to say. So first off, I want to clarify something about my video about it. The title is it transphobic not to date trans people? I want to clarify something about that video first. Recently, that video has been getting a lot of comments, and a lot of the comments have been quite rude, but also looking to discuss the topic. So I wanted to make a clarification about it. A lot of people who comment seem to be missing the point of the video, and that is fair. The video was made a few months ago, and I'm probably better able to articulate my point now, so I'm going to clarify, and I will be putting this video, I will be linking this video in the previous video, and I will link the previous video to this one. This really tastes so good. The clarification that I want to make is that I don't think I made it as clear as I could have in the video, but my issue of people saying that they wouldn't date trans people is not the fact that they wouldn't date trans people, but the fact that they are assuming something about all trans people that therefore makes them undateable for that person. Like, if, let's say, you are a straight man and you are uncomfortable with penises, and therefore you say that you wouldn't date trans women. Not all trans women have penises. By saying that you wouldn't date trans women, you are missing out on that fact. There are trans women who have vaginas and do fit your criteria for somebody to date. If you are a straight girl and you want to have biological children with your partner, like sperm and egg style, straight up, the bog standard edition of reproduction, and therefore you say that you wouldn't date trans men, that's a different story. If you're saying that, like, I want to be able to have biological children, therefore I wouldn't date trans people, that's okay. It's okay to say that, but you should also bear in mind that that also means you are ruling out plenty of cis men who are also infertile and who are also, like, shooting blanks. So it's not that you wouldn't date trans people, it's that you wouldn't date somebody who couldn't get you pregnant. Or in the case of the straight man who doesn't like dick, you wouldn't date somebody with a penis. You're not talking about trans people specifically, because if you're a straight man, then you also wouldn't date another cis man who had a penis. You wouldn't date a trans man who had a vagina. Like, you're talking about, you would only date women who do not have penises, and that includes quite a few trans women. And you would only date men who are able to knock you up. And while that doesn't include any trans men, it also excludes a lot of cis men. And I think that's the bit that people were missing about my video. Another thing people seem to miss about this video is that you're not being forced to date anyone. Why would a trans person want to date you if they think you are transphobic? Why would somebody put themselves through that? If I thought you were transphobic, I wouldn't date you. If I thought my current girlfriend was transphobic, I wouldn't date her. People seem to be missing this for some reason, that, like, thinking that because I'm saying that it's transphobic to say something, that you're being forced to date someone. Obviously, like, there are ways and means. Like, there are people who say that they don't want to date trans people just because they're trans, and that they don't care about any of the other stuff. It's just the fact that they are trans which rules them out. I find that concept to be transphobic. I think there are transphobic reasons not to date trans people. For example, one of the comments on the previous video talked about neo-vaginas and saying that basically the trans women's vaginas were not real vaginas, and that's quite a sketchy thing to say, in my opinion, and I think that that is transphobic. And, like, you're never going to be forced to date anyone. A trans person isn't going to force themselves on you. Why would they force themselves on somebody who is transphobic? Why would they want to do that? Beyond me. This is so fucking good. Honestly. Like, you're probably hearing loads of my chewing sounds right now. I'm talking about an ASMR experience, right? Moving onwards, and away from that original video, I want to talk about hate comments in general. So, obviously, there are, in my opinion, different types of hate comments, because there are blatant hate comments. Case in point, you're wasting oxygen and you gave me a blood clot. I am going to edit those screenshots in there because holy shit, those were funny. For anyone considering commenting something along the lines of that, that doesn't really bother me. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to get to me, but it doesn't bother me. Reason being that it's so obviously a hate comment that I can't help but laugh. Like, I may be wasting oxygen, but like there's plenty of other people who are consuming a lot more oxygen than me and who are probably wasting a lot more than I am. And I physically cannot give you a blood clot. Like these comments are so hyperbolic and exaggerated that I just cannot take them seriously. So like you're on the wrong track if you're trying to hurt me that way. For anyone wondering, the flavour of this pasta is roast chicken. And it is surprisingly nice. I was not expecting roast chicken pasta to be as nice as it is. And considering it's ready in 5 minutes, and it's got a lot less fat than the last thing I was eating that I could make in a microwave, I'm probably going to stick with it. The final kind of thing that I want to talk about is that obviously, as I said, there are more than one type of hate comments. There's the blatant hate comments that are very exaggerated and over the top and really obviously like just so stupid, and I think they're really like they're funny. I don't delete them because I find them like funny. Like anyone who was looking at what video was it? My video about misgendering. I'll link it in the description below. I'll actually pop in the screenshot here. This guy this guy who said that I was a waste of oxygen got trolled in a way by myself and my two friends, one of which is my girlfriend. And Han Han Baguette is my girlfriend, for the record, if you're looking at the screenshot now. And like, it's funny to me. I can't take that seriously. But however, when somebody tries to start a discussion on my channel, I do try and take that seriously, and I do try and take that and make a discussion and talk with people about the topic in the video. I know that controversial videos, like my video about cisphobia, like my video about not dating trans people and stuff like that, I know that my videos on that kind of thing tend to be the ones that get a lot of comments and continue to get comments and continue to get views. They're sustainable videos, and you know, I try and give everyone who tries to start a discussion a fair chance. But if I feel like the discussion is just evolving into like, if I just feel like the discussion is devolving into you talking about transphobic things or like and being rude in the same breath, I'm probably going to say, can we stop the discussion here? Over the last few days, particularly with discussions on the transphobia about not dating trans people video, I've said to more than one person, can I please stop the discussion here? I said it to about 5 people in the last few days, and only one person, when I said, can we end it here? I feel like this is going nowhere. You're free to have your opinion. I disagree, and can we leave it at that? And only one person of the 5 that I said it to took that and was like, yeah, okay, I respect that. There's a problem there, because I know that all these people who comment on my videos are grown-ass men who have other things to be doing with their lives, you know? There are very few people who are who are commenting on my videos who are, you know, of the same vein as me, who are my age, who are trans and all that. The majority of the comments that I get looking for discussion are these older dudes who, I don't know what they're doing. They're just anti-SJWs effectively, and I think that there's something fundamentally missing there, that you can, if you're gonna argue with somebody, you do have to respect them. That's the thing. You have to respect somebody to argue with them, and I definitely lost respect for all of these people when if they resorted to name calling, or if they resorted to ignoring when I said I would like to stop the conversation there. The fact of the matter is that, like, whether you as a commenter like it or not, this is my YouTube channel. It does belong to me. I am able to delete your comments if I want to. I'm able to hide you from the channel. I'm able to block you. And if I feel like what you are saying is just hurtful and it is just a cyclical discussion, I will ask to end it there. But if you insist on persisting, I will most likely block you, because it's my channel. I do this for the shits and giggles. I don't do this so that I can really change minds. Like, if somebody watches one of my videos and changes their mind about something, that's great. That's just a plus for me. But that's not my goal, and I do put more stock and importance into making sure that this channel is safe for trans people to look at, compared to making sure this channel is a place for discussion. This channel is not for cis people necessarily. It is for trans people first and foremost, and I do try to make videos that also appeal to cis people. I do try to make videos that are also going to cater to cis people and what they know and don't know about the trans community. But first and foremost, my priority is making this channel safe for trans people to watch. And if your comments are just straight up like, if your comments are just straight up transphobia, that's not safe. And I won't put up with that. And I think that there's a lot of ignorance for the fact that when commenters want to, they will point out the fact that I am in fact 17, that I am not an adult, that I'm not mature, and that therefore I'm like a stupid kid or whatever. When it suits them, they'll point that out. But when it's pointed out to them that they're literally harassing a teenager on the internet, it's like, yeah, you're 17, you're old enough to take care of yourself and all that kind of shit. So, this video and all of its pasta has gone on a lot longer than I expected it to. But, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, the like button is down here. Please click the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. And please, comment below. Let me know if you think this is a cool idea to make a weird series that involves me eating pasta. Because you know what? I'm always down to eat pasta. And if I can do it and get views at the same time, I will absolutely do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.